When an animal comes in, we always ask for information from the person that finds it, so we know the exact history, where it was found, what the circumstances were when it was found, because that tells us more why it was injured, since the animals can't speak for themselves. We bring them into our exam room and leave them be for about 20 minutes in a box quiet, because the whole process of getting captured and the transportation is already very stressful for them. And then one of the staff members will do a complete exam on them. We check all their body functions, the whole body is looked over, and treatment will start right away depending on the injury. So we can provide medical care. We have several medications we can give them. Wound management is often the case, dehydration, all that sort of thing. And then we give them a proper housing. I always say it's just as important what type of housing you put an animal in as giving the right medication. Because with wildlife, their natural history is very important. What they do in the wild, we try to mimic as much as we can here in the care center. Then usually they are on some sort of medical treatment for a couple of days or a couple of weeks, depending on their injuries. They are monitored at least every day. And then they are assessed to be moved to an outdoor enclosure. They have to be able to withstand all the elements outside, be able to fly, eat on their own, that sort of thing, and their injuries shouldn't be a problem anymore. Because outside we basically get them ready for release. Their weight is monitored, their waterproofing is monitored, and their behavior is very important as well.
WRA impacts communities, particularly in the Lower Mainland, and because of that, we try to reach as many people in the Lower Mainland as possible. We try to teach people everything about local wildlife and specifically what to do and not do around wild animals. And we're also hoping to encourage people to become environmental stewards. So a lot of our programs are aimed at children, and we're hoping to possibly inspire the next generation to maybe work here or work in some other environmental aspect in their lives to help the world overall.
A day in the life of a volunteer, there's not really a typical day. It's different every day because it depends on the time of year and what kind of animals we have in. But what does come back every day is lots of cleaning. They come in for a 4-hour shift, and twice a day all the animals are fed and cleaned. So they get new food and we clean their cages. So the volunteers are very involved in that. They take the animals out themselves, they clean the cages, prepare new diets, and put the animals back in. They are also involved with the daily checks we do on animals. When they're not on medication anymore, the volunteers help us check their weight, their hydration, if they're eating or not, if they're progressing well. They always do that in collaboration with the staff. So the staff always keeps an eye on it. But it really gives the volunteers an opportunity to be more involved with the animal, learn more about the species, and it usually gets them really excited about birds and the mammals that we have here.